All right. So today we're going to dive into something pretty interesting, I think. What if you could actually talk to the machines on a production line? And they could tell you exactly what they need, before anything goes wrong.
Wow.
That's what we're talking about today, and how AI is really starting to transform CMMS.
Yeah.
The system that keeps those production lines humming.
It is a fascinating area. And, CMMS stands for Computerized Maintenance Management System.
Right.
But think of it as the central nervous system for maintenance in any factory, really. From, cars to candy bars. It tracks everything, repair schedules, spare part inventory, all that stuff.
Right.
The problem is, though, traditional CMMS, it's not always the best at handling just the huge amount of data that comes in, right? And a lot of it's very messy and unstructured.
Yes, like mountains of spreadsheets, PDFs, handwritten notes. And how does anyone make sense of all that?
That's a great question, and that's really where these ontologies come in. Imagine, giving all that data a brain.
Right.
That's kind of what an ontology does. It really organizes everything, and it defines those relationships between the equipment, the parts, the maintenance tasks, even potential failures.
Okay.
So it's not just storing information, it's understanding how it all connects.
So instead of just dumping data into a digital filing cabinet, we're creating a system that actually can understand the connections.
Exactly.
And can provide useful insights.
Exactly.
So what does that actually look like in practice?
So in practice, with a well-structured ontology, you can ask questions like, what's the maintenance history of this specific machine?
Right.
And get an answer, a clear, concise answer instantly. No more, digging through endless files, no more wasted time.
That's already a huge improvement, but this is where the AI comes in, right?
Yeah.
What can AI actually do with this well-structured data?
So this is where it gets really exciting. Yeah. AI agents, right, powered by these large language models, can now take the structured data and turn it into actionable insights.
Okay. So they can understand your questions in natural language, just like you'd ask a human expert.
Mm-hmm.
They can analyze past maintenance records to predict potential problems before they happen, and even connect to real-time sensor data to detect any anomalies.
Wow. So we're talking about AI that can practically read the minds of our machines.
That's a great way to put it.
I mean, what kind of impact can this have on, a real production line?
The potential is huge, right? We're talking about reducing downtime significantly.
Okay.
Saving money by avoiding those major breakdowns and really having that instant access to the information you need to make the best decisions.
So fewer headaches, more efficiency, happier teams all around.
You got it.
Sounds like a maintenance manager's dream come true.
Exactly. And this is just the beginning. What we're seeing now with AI and ontologies is laying the groundwork for, even more sophisticated applications in the future.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. What does this future actually look like, and what kind of tools are being developed to make this a reality? So researchers are working on some incredible prototypes, and one that stands out is something called the CMMS Advisor. It's designed with a user-friendly conversational interface, which makes it incredibly easy to use.
Right.
Imagine asking, what are the most common problems that we've seen with this process? Or tell me more about that temperature issue with furnace H201.
So you're telling me I could just chat with the CMMS and get the answers I need?
Pretty much.
Sounds almost too good to be true.
It is groundbreaking, for sure.
Okay.
This prototype uses real-time data analysis and pattern recognition to do things like offer those proactive maintenance recommendations, provide step-by-step guidance for resolving any issues, and generate insightful reports to optimize, those maintenance strategies.
Wow.
It's like having a dedicated expert on hand 24/7.
Okay, I am sold on this idea, but how does the CMMS Advisor actually work? You give me a concrete example of how this would function on a production line.
Sure. Let's say you're managing a bottling plant and you're seeing inconsistent fill levels.
Right.
The CMMS Advisor, connected to real-time data from sensors on the bottling line, could analyze the patterns and identify that the issue occurs when a specific valve reaches a certain pressure.
So it's not just looking at individual components in isolation.
Right.
It's understanding how they interact within the larger system.
Exactly. The CMMS Advisor could then cross-reference this with historical data from other parts of the system.
Okay.
Potentially pinpoint the root cause, suggest a solution,
wow,
and even guide technicians on how to fix it.
This is really impressive stuff. I'm starting to see how powerful this technology could be.
And we're just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
As AI evolves, we can expect, even more sophisticated applications. Imagine systems that not only predict failures, but also prevent them.
Wow.
Constantly learning and adapting to keep equipment running smoothly.
It's almost like AI becomes a partner.
Yeah.
In ensuring the health and longevity of our production lines.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. It's really cool stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we've talked about a lot here, but I think we need to dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick break, and we'll come back, and we'll dive even deeper into this fascinating world of AI and CMMS.
Sounds good. It really is a partnership. And you know what excites me the most is AI's ability to connect with that real-time sensor data from the equipment.
Right. So think of like a network of sensors constantly monitoring, temperature, pressure, vibrations, like the vital signs of a machine.
Exactly.
So we have this constant stream of real-time data flowing in.
Yeah.
How does AI actually make sense of it all?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting. AI can analyze all of that data, right? Searching for those subtle patterns and anomalies that a human might just miss.
Okay.
It's like an early warning system, always vigilant.
So before a machine even shows like any obvious signs of trouble,
Right.
AI is already picking up on those red flags. Exactly. And because it's happening in real time, you can address those potential issues before they become major breakdowns.
Okay.
It's all about, preventing downtime, extending the life of your equipment, making everything run more smoothly.
I'm seeing the potential here, but it's one thing to get an alert, right?
Yeah.
It's another to know what to do with it.
Yeah.
How do maintenance teams actually use these AI-powered insights?
That's a great question. The key really is integration into the workflow.
Okay.
So imagine an AI system that not only detects an anomaly,
Right.
but it also suggests specific actions like, adjusting operating parameters, running diagnostic tests, even guiding those technicians through repairs.
So it's not just identifying the problem, it's helping to solve it.
Exactly.
Almost like having an AI assistant working alongside the team.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. And that type of AI-assisted troubleshooting can be invaluable, especially for, complex equipment or when those experienced technicians aren't readily available.
Right. It's like having a virtual expert on call 247.
Exactly. 247.
All of this sounds incredible, but is implementing these systems like a huge undertaking?
Yeah.
I mean, do we need to completely overhaul existing infrastructure?
No, not at all. Actually, many AI-powered CMMS solutions are designed to integrate with those existing systems.
Okay.
You don't have to rip and replace everything. It's more about adding that layer of intelligence on top of your current setup.
So it's an evolution, not a revolution.
Exactly, an evolution. And there are solutions out there for different needs and budgets. You can start small, maybe with a chatbot to assist with, finding information, or you can go for a more comprehensive platform that handles everything from, data analysis to predictive maintenance and troubleshooting.
So there's a path forward for companies of all sizes.
Exactly.
Which is encouraging.
Yeah.
Let's get back to that CMMS advisor prototype for a second.
Yeah.
Can you paint a picture of how it could be used in a real-world scenario?
Sure. Imagine a production line that's experiencing some slowdowns, but it's intermittent.
Okay.
And it's really hard to diagnose.
Okay.
The CMMS advisor, using that real-time sensor data, could analyze the patterns and pinpoint that the issue occurs when a specific motor hits a certain temperature.
Interesting. So it's looking at the system as a whole.
Yeah, right.
Not just individual parts.
Exactly. It's about understanding the relationships between all those different components.
Okay.
The advisor could then check the motor's maintenance history.
Right.
Look for similar patterns in other parts of the system and basically connect the dots to identify that root cause.
That's where that ontology structure we talked about earlier becomes so important.
Exactly. It provides that context, those connections between the data, allowing the AI to make those insightful leaps that wouldn't be possible with a traditional CMMS.
So in this scenario, the CMMS advisor could find the problem.
Yes.
Figure out why it's happening and even tell the team how to fix it.
Exactly. And it can do all of this much faster than a human team could, freeing up time for, those really critical tasks.
The efficiency here is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
We're talking about like a complete transformation of maintenance from reactive to proactive and intelligent. But looking ahead, what's next for AI-powered CMMS?
Yeah.
Where do you see this technology going?
So one of the most exciting areas is moving beyond predicting failures to actually preventing them. Imagine AI that's constantly learning and adapting, optimizing performance to reduce that wear and tear.
Right.
And even anticipating, changes in those operating conditions to adjust maintenance schedules.
Preventative maintenance on like a whole new level, almost like the AI becomes a guardian for the equipment.
Exactly, a guardian. And as AI evolves, we'll see even more sophisticated applications. Personalized maintenance recommendations for each piece of equipment. Self-healing systems that automatically address those minor issues. Even AI-powered robots handling routine tasks.
We're talking about a future where machines are almost taking care of themselves, guided by AI.
Yeah.
It's exciting, but it also raises some questions.
Sure.
What about the human element in all of this?
That's a vital point. Even with, increasingly sophisticated AI, we still need that human expertise to interpret the insights, make those judgment calls, and ensure that these systems are working as intended.
Right.
It's about humans and machines working together, each playing to their strengths.
So it's about empowering people, not replacing them.
Absolutely. And that means preparing the workforce for this AI-powered future.
Right.
Training and education are key.
Yeah.
Equipping those technicians with the skills to understand and work alongside these intelligent systems. It's about fostering that culture of collaboration between humans and machines.
It's not about turning everyone into a data scientist, but giving them the tools to understand and use AI effectively.
Exactly. And it's about remembering that AI is a powerful tool, but it's still just a tool. The human element will always be essential in maintenance and really in any field where AI is applied.
It's a fascinating balance to strike. So with all of these possibilities, are there any challenges or roadblocks we need to be aware of as we move towards this AI-powered future?
Definitely one of the biggest is data integration.
Okay.
Many companies still have their maintenance data scattered across, all these different systems, which makes it difficult for AI to get that complete picture.
It's like trying to solve a puzzle with half the pieces missing.
Exactly. You can't see the full picture. It's crucial to invest in data management and create that unified platform where all that maintenance information is accessible. That's really the foundation for effective AI implementation.
So data integration is key. What else should companies be thinking about?
Cybersecurity is another major concern. As CMMS systems become more connected and data-driven, they become more vulnerable. We need to implement robust security measures like encryption access controls and regular vulnerability assessments.
It's about protecting data, but also ensuring that the entire system is secure and reliable.
Absolutely. And don't forget the ethical considerations. As we give AI more responsibility in maintenance, we need to make sure it's being used responsibly and ethically.
So it's about balancing the incredible potential of AI with a thoughtful and responsible approach to implementation.
Exactly. And that requires a holistic view, considering everything from those technical challenges to workforce training and those ethical implications.
This has been an incredibly insightful discussion. We've covered so much ground, from the basics of CMMS to the transformative power of AI and those challenges that lie ahead. But before we wrap things up, I'm curious to hear about some real-world success stories.
Sure.
Are there companies already using AI to revolutionize their maintenance operations?
Absolutely. There are some fantastic examples of companies across various industries achieving remarkable results with AI-driven CMMS.
Okay.
Let's dive into a few of those stories in our next segment.
All right, so let's get down to, brass tacks. We've talked about the potential of AI in CMS. But what's actually happening out there in the real world?
There are some really compelling success stories out there. One that comes to mind is a manufacturing plant that was just plagued by these equipment failures. Downtime was costing them a fortune. And they were constantly, playing catch up. They decided to implement an AI-powered CMMS that could actually analyze sensor data and predict those problems before they happened.
So they were trying to move from a reactive approach to a more proactive one?
Exactly, and it worked. They saw a 35% reduction in downtime.
Wow.
Which led to, significant boost in production.
That's a game changer.
Wow.
But were there any other benefits besides just, saving time?
Yeah, they also managed to cut maintenance costs by 25%.
Wow.
Catching those issues early meant that, they could avoid those major repairs and reduce the need for those emergency part replacements.
A win-win for everyone.
Exactly.
Fewer breakdowns and lower costs.
Right.
But how did the maintenance team actually react to this new AI system? Were they worried about being replaced?
Surprisingly, the transition was very smooth.
Oh.
The AI took over those tedious data analysis and prediction tasks, freeing up the technicians to focus on what they do best, using their skills to solve those complex problems.
So the AI augmented their expertise instead of replacing it.
Exactly.
That's great. The technicians actually embraced the change.
Yeah, they did.
Having access to those real-time insights and guidance helped them make better decisions.
For sure.
It sounds like a perfect example of humans and AI working together effectively.
It really is.
But what about the bigger picture? What are some of the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead for AI-powered CMMS?
One of the biggest challenges is still data integration.
Okay.
Many companies still have their maintenance data, spread across multiple systems, which makes it hard for AI to really see that whole picture.
It's like trying to assemble a puzzle.
Right. With missing pieces, you can't see the complete image. Exactly. Companies need to invest in that data management and build a unified platform that brings all of their maintenance information together.
Okay.
That's really the foundation for success with AI.
So data integration is critical. What else should companies consider as they kind of embark on this AI-powered CMMS journey?
Cybersecurity is paramount.
Okay.
As these systems become more connected, they also become more vulnerable.
Right.
Robust security measures are essential. Encryption access, controls, vulnerability assessments, the works.
It's not just about protecting, sensitive data.
Right.
It's about ensuring the integrity of that entire system.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about that human element.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that the workforce is prepared for this AI-powered future.
Right.
Training and education are vital to equip those technicians with the skills to work effectively alongside these systems.
So it's about empowering people, not replacing them. Give them the tools to understand and leverage AI.
Exactly. It's about fostering a collaborative environment.
Right.
Where humans and machines work together, each bringing their unique strengths to the table.
This has been a truly eye-opening deep dive. We've explored the potential of AI in CMMS, from the underlying technology to real-world applications and future trends.
Yeah, it's clear that AI isn't just a buzzword. It's a game changer for maintenance.
Right.
It's about maximizing that efficiency, minimizing that downtime, and empowering those maintenance teams to do their best work.
And as we've seen, it's not just about numbers. It's about creating a more sustainable and resilient future for industries across the board.
Well said. As always, the key takeaway is to, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring this ever-evolving world of AI and its impact on our lives.
And who knows, maybe one day those machines really will be able to tell us exactly what they need.
Right.
Until then, keep diving deep, and we'll see you on our next adventure into the world of knowledge and discovery.